That is Wang Yangming philosophy that destroys blind belief. Wang Yangming lived in a world where people followed rules without thinking. They obeyed traditions because they were old. They trusted authority because it was powerful. They believed that truth lived outside them, in books, rituals, and sacred systems. But Wang Yangming saw something different. He believed that every human carries a natural ability to understand right and wrong. He taught that the mind itself is the source of clarity, not fear, not tradition, not authority. He said that people become confused when they search for truth outside themselves. They run to rituals, they run to teachers, they run to sacred rules, but they never look inside their own mind. Wang Yangming believed that blind obedience destroys awareness. When people follow without thinking, they lose their ability to see clearly. They accept ideas they never examined. They repeat beliefs they never understood. They surrender their judgment to others. He taught that real understanding comes from direct awareness. When you look at your own mind, you see your intentions, you see your fears, you see your illusions, you see your truth. He believed that the mind becomes strong when it stops depending on external authority, when it stops waiting for permission, when it stops hiding behind tradition, when it stops fearing judgment. Wang Yangming taught that clarity appears when you face yourself honestly, when you question your own motives, when you examine your own beliefs, when you stop pretending. He believed that people create confusion when they separate thought and action. They say one thing, but do another. They believe one thing, but live another. They follow rules, but ignore their own awareness. He taught that understanding becomes real only when it becomes action, when the mind and life match, when awareness becomes behavior, when clarity becomes courage. Wang Yangming rejected the idea that truth belongs to priests, or scholars, or sacred institutions. He believed that truth belongs to the mind that sees clearly. He taught that a person who understands themselves cannot be controlled. A person who thinks deeply cannot be manipulated. A person who trusts their awareness cannot return to blind belief. This is Wang Yangming philosophy, a philosophy that breaks dogma, a philosophy that destroys blind obedience, a philosophy that awakens deep awareness, a philosophy that frees the human mind.